The following is an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.
The North Carolina Central University football team opened up the season at home against Saint Augustine Saturday, September 5th. And after the double overtime game 2 years ago, the Eagles made sure there'd be none of that this year. Here's Josh Wade setting the tone for the defense early with a sack for 14 yards. And then the special teams unit stepped up as C.J. Moore blocks the punt and puts North Carolina Central in front 7-0 before being on offense. A trio of freshmen scored for the Eagles, and Darrell McClain was the first. Here he rattles off a 35-yard carry as he dances in and out of traffic. And that set up his touchdown to put the Eagles up 21-0 in the second quarter after a two-point conversion. Mike Jones set an NCCU single-gamer record for punt return yardage with 145, and here's 48 of them on this return in the second quarter. That led to a field goal, moving the Eagles ahead 24-0. Quentin Atkinson led NCCU in receiving yardage, and he racked up a big chunk on this bubble screen from Malcolm Bell. That eventually led to a field goal, and the Eagles led 33-0 at the break. Just on the other side of the break, Ryan Smith receives the opening kick deep within NCCU territory. He finds a seam on the right, runs right through it, and he'll take this one at 95 yards to the end zone for his first career kick return touchdown. Quinn Bilgerman took over late, completing 8 of 9 passes with 3 touchdowns, including this one to freshman receiver Jalen Wilkes in the fourth quarter. The final score of this one, 72-0, the second largest margin of victory in NCCU history. The Eagles travel to Wallace Wade Stadium to take on Duke in the Bull City Gridiron Classic next week.
Thought we executed extremely well on all phases of the game, offense, defense, and special teams. We did an excellent job, I thought, of knowing how to finish football games. We were able to play some guys down the list on our depth chart, so I thought they all got a good chance to get game experience.
Talk about that block punt that kind of put the game you guys in control early. Just talk about the special teams and how big they are going to be for you guys in this game and going forward.
I think that's one of our strengths as a football team, and it has been essential here for the last few years under Coach Mendenhall. And that's the thing that helps us get over the hump at times. You know, we talk about special teams being an important part of the game, and here it definitely is. We take pride in it, and our guys want to compete, and we put some of the best players that we have on our football team on special teams. That block punt, you know, C.J. Moore has made a living throughout his career of blocking punts. He just has a knack for it. He's one of those type guys, and it was no different than tonight. You know, we came off with a little bit. We pulled back a little bit. We probably could have went a bit more aggressive at some times. But overall, I thought all phases in special teams, kicking game and return game, we did an extremely good job.
When you weren't blocking the punts, it seems like Mike Jones made a living of returning them. He broke a school record with 145 punt return yards. Talk about what a threat that is.
You know, just having that ability to have that kind of good field position was always good. You know, Mike did a great job of over the summer, you know, getting better at fielding punts. And I thought what you saw tonight, he did a great job of making people miss in space. And, you know, we're going to just keep pushing forward with him. You saw Khalil Stinson. He got a chance to return some as well. So I think we got 2 guys, and Ryan is the 3rd punt returner. So we got 3 guys, I think, that can all have big play potential returning punts.
And Ryan Smith also had a big play returning the kickoff in his first attempt ever.
Right.
How does that kind of set up for him for the rest of the season? That's around the highest note.
Yeah. I mean, that was my vision when I first got here, when I saw Ryan run. So I told him I've been waiting almost 2 years for that. He did an excellent job. I mean, they did a good job as far as the blocking on the kickoff return unit. And I told Ryan that he's going to have ability to do some things like that throughout the year. He just has a certain burst and a certain type of speed that a lot of guys at this level do not have. Yeah, I told him, you know, enjoy the wins, because you got to enjoy every win because they're hard to come by. But at the same time, they need to understand that, you know, they got less than 24 hours. So they got to enjoy the night, enjoy a little bit after we watch the film tomorrow. After that, we got to put it to rest, and then it's time to start planning for Duke. Our coaching staff, we've pretty much been playing. They got a preliminary game playing for Duke because we've been watching them all summer. So we just got to make sure we go in there, we evaluate their win over Tulane, and, you know, get the ball rolling.
Coach, I know last year you're no stranger to gadget plays, so take us inside that extra point conversion earlier in the game.
Yeah, you know, we missed the extra point I think after the second touchdown. So we had already had that plan where we put in like a swinging gate type deal, and I think that's what you're going to see a little bit more of us throughout the season as well. We're just trying to find any edge, any advantage we can. So that was a good time to bring it out and look at it, and we'll continue to do hopefully some different things throughout the season in all phases of the game.
Coach, it was a bevy of new players that were able to get their first touchdowns today. Talk about what you felt when you saw the new guys coming into the system able to get their rewards.
I think I was glad that we had a chance to play those guys because they've been working hard over the summer. They've been working hard all through camp. So they put in their time just like the guys that, names you see all the time. So whenever you got a chance to get some game experience with some guys down your roster, now we got some guys that if we do get in a situation later on in the season, at least they have gotten the game. They played in front of people in the stands, and they got the nerves out of them, so to speak. And I think that anytime you get a chance to do that is always good.
Did everybody get to play tonight?
I do not know. I tried to play as many people as we possibly could, so I'm hoping we got most of our roster played, except the guys we potentially going to redshirt.
Coach, did your team play up to expectations today?
They did. I really felt good about how they played 4 quarters. That's what we talked about. That was one of the issues we had last year, relaxing on teams and taking things for granted. So, I thought, whenever who got in the game, that's what we talk about, leave no doubt. If you got an opportunity to play tonight, I thought they did a good job of executing to the best of their ability. If you got a chance to step on that football field, you try to dominate your opponent. And I think that's what you saw. A little bit of our motto this year, you saw trickle down in that this first game.
I mean, I just seen it as a blessing. The SWAT team, they did a tremendous job of just holding on to their blocks and making open holes for me to just, feed off of them and make cuts. So I think just having that vision to see the holes open up, it just made it good for me to just get extra yards.
Okay, the defense pitched a shutout tonight. Kind of evaluate your performance as a unit.
For the defense, I think we did tremendously well. The D-line actually did good. They didn't really threaten the secondary too much, so the trenches really got their shine tonight.
Did you close to breaking the record?
No, I actually found out probably about third or fourth quarter. So.
Then why put you back in? Because at first,
Yeah.
the guy was in there. That's why he put you back in.
Yes.
Were you asking to go back in, or did
I actually wanted to go back in the whole night. I just wanted to return punts. I mean, I was feeling good the whole night, so that's why I wanted to get back out there.
Ryan Smith also had a pretty big return. What is, seeing him out there doing his thing, how much more dangerous does that make you guys on special teams?
I mean, we execute all those special teams in practice, and Ryan, he does the same thing he did in the game tonight in practice, and then we try to execute on punt return. It doesn't really open up as much because our team knows what we're doing. So before he even scored, I said he was going to score, and he just took it to the end zone.
You guys are both pretty fast. Who do you think would win in a foot race, and have you tried?
I mean, I'm going to say me, but I know Ryan's speed. Ryan is a fast guy. Ryan's real fast, so I'm going to really give it to Ryan, though. We got in the backfield a lot. We rushed the quarterback a lot. And, the trenches, the D linemen, and the linebackers, they did what they were supposed to do, and they helped us out in the secondary.
As a leader of the defense, how do you get the guys kind of refocused after a big win to get ready to play an FBS opponent in Duke?
I mean, I can't really say I'm the leader of the defense, but you have Trey Smith and Josh Wade on the D-line that really gets the defense going. I'm just the type that sits back and just watch everything happen and unfold.
So you're a junior. How do you feel to be able to pitch a shutout against Saint Augustine after the game from 2 years ago?
It's really changing. When I think about it, before this game even started, I just figured I needed to get to the end zone because I was so close to getting there my freshman year. I just wanted to change it around and just, shut these guys out.
Well, it's one of those things. Like I said, we didn't get too much film on them, so we kind of didn't know what to expect. But we have a great special teams tradition here. We got a great special teams coach. So it's kind of just goes into that. And he's been working with us all week on block points, and he always has us ready to make plays on special teams. And I think you kind of saw that tonight.
You guys had a shutout. You really set the bar about as high as you can possibly go to open the season. How does that feel?
Well, it's something we wanted to do. As a defense, we wanted, that's something you strive for. It's something you never know if you can accomplish, especially nowadays. It's so hard to do something like a shutout with the spread offenses and the way teams can score in a hurry. But, going against our offense in practice, they can score on us whenever. So it's just like it's good to go out there and put it all together, complete performance,
And, when you say guys that don't get to play a lot, you see Darius Thompson go out there. What's that like for the two of us
That was amazing. That was probably one of the best moments I think I've been a part of since I've been here. Just because he works so hard, man. He's like the heart and soul of our team. He goes out there, he does whatever and he's asked of, and he does it with 100%, you know. And so it was great to go out there and watch him play, watch him do his thing a little bit, and he's been working towards that. He deserved every minute of it.
When you saw the defense running off the field and him running on the field, did you guys have any idea he was going to get to have some snaps at the end of the game?
Well, we were on the sideline. We saw him throwing the ball. He was warming up, but he had his little radio belt on. We was like, take your belt off, dogs. He had the radio belt on. So, but he was out there throwing the ball. He was ready, and we were like, you know, that's something we've been waiting to see. Dobbs out there. We love him, man.
Okay. It was kind of like Clark Kent turning into Superman, taking off the radio belt and go into the game. Was he, like, calling signals and stuff during the game?
I mean, Dobbs is Dobbs. I don't know too much about the offense,
Yeah.
but he looked like he had pretty good control out there when he was out there. You know, I think they were kind of trying to run the clock out. You know, it wasn't a lot of action going on, but I think he did a good job when he was out there. So he always takes command.
That's all I have.
Talk about the special teams tradition. You get a block punt here in the first game of the season. You had a big block punt in Norfolk State last year. Talk about this special teams tradition, about generating points on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, it's one of those things we preach. You know, we have one of those high-powered offenses. So anytime we can make any play and get them the ball, get a lot of return yards, or put more points on the board, we know they're going to score. So if you can get any extra points in special teams, that's how you create big leads and big wins, and it creates momentum. And it's great. You know, like I said, we have a great special teams coordinator, and he prepares us better than I think anyone in the country probably every week.
How do you feel to be the guy to get the first touchdown on the board for the Eagles this year?
It was funny because everyone was telling me I had to do it because I did it last year. But I'm like, that was so random last year. I was like, you know, that's probably not gonna happen again this year. So when it happened, I was like, wow, this is back to back. You know, it was a great experience to start the game off.
I feel like I did good. I think as a unit we executed well, and we did everything we can.
Okay. What kind of set up for you to get that 35-yard run?
Offensive line did a whole lot of merging down, so they set up a whole lot of cutback lanes for me. And the receiver, backside, kept on pursuing to his defender, so it led me to an outside run.
Okay, you guys put up 72 points. When you were looking at the schedule, do you have any idea that you'd be able to hit such a high number in the season opener?
Well, I feel like we got a lot of athletes on this team, and we got a lot of people that can just execute and in and out. So we got second string, third strings, all can play Division I anywhere. So I figure it'll be a blowout, something like this.
Okay, and so, you know, third string, whatever, Darius Dobson comes in the game to end it. What is that? Coach said that he was kind of like the people's champ. What is that mean for you guys to see him go?
Everybody loves Dobbs. It's exciting to see him go out there and having fun, and just being himself, it makes everybody happy.
Okay, do you think he'll get to play in any more games this season, or do you think this might be his one, like, highlight reel shot?
No, we're going to make sure that he plays again.
This has been an exclusive presentation of the NCCU Sports Network.